Barakatah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Almighty, the Most High. Yahweh Shah being the name of His only begotten Son. And when you think of these two powerful spirits that created the world and everything in it, you have to understand their mentality. Now when you go to Exodus 15 verse 3, it say, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is a man of war, and Yahweh is his name. You see, they are men of war. And so they're nothing to play with. They are nothing to play with. Now let's see here. Let's get at Deuteronomy. Because how these people think that these spirits are soft, passive spirits that look over disobedience. You see, willful disobedience and willful ignorance. People think that these spirits are going to cater to their feelings and cater to what they want. And that's not what these spirits do. When you go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 10, it say, and repay them that hate me to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hate him. He will repay him to his face. You see, like when you have a group of people that takes the covenant symbol of the earth being flooded and they turn that into some kind of sign of disobedience and a symbol of wickedness. You see, and see, that's what the United States of America did. When you go to Daniel, let's get this while I'm on this point real quick. When you go to Daniel, it tells you how the United States of America and these people that run this kingdom, the elites of this kingdom, this is what they have done. Let's see here, Daniel 7 and 25. It say, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. You see, this kingdom, this American empire ran by the Caucasian race, they hate the Most High. They speak great words against him and change the laws. They don't follow the laws of God. They change them. And so they don't understand the power that they're dealing with. Now when you go into, let me go into Psalms and get some of these verses. It's talking about the Most High. Psalm 99 verse 3 says, let them praise thy great and terrible name, for it is holy. Holy means separate. See, the reputation of the Most High is great and terrible, because the name is not only talking about what they call the power. It's bigger than the name. It's the whole representation of that name. and what follows that name. Psalm 95 verse 3, it say, for the Lord Yahweh is a great power and a great king above all gods. You see, he's great in what he do. Okay, so when you look at some of these verses that explains the Most High, and King David was always searching after the mind of the Most High. Now, this is talking about America and how this kingdom hates the Most High. Psalm 76 verse 12, it say, he shall cut off the spirit of princes. He is terrible to the kings of the earth. And see, when you go to Revelation, it lets you know that America rule over the kings of the earth. Revelation chapter 17 and 18, it say, and the woman, talking about America, which you saw, is that great city. America is that great country that all the other nations look up to. The verse goes on to say, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. You see, America reigned over these other kings with 800 military bases out of the 840 something. So the other nations combined has close to 40 military bases, while America is sitting on 800. And the elites use America as their military. You see? And so these individuals, they don't understand the Most High, and they don't understand the character that he pretty much possessed. They looking at it as God is some kind of feeling, and he's not about feelings, he's about action. Let's get that in 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel, let's see here, chapter 2, verse 3, he say, talk no more exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord Yahweh is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. See, he ain't worried about you running your mouth and saying how you feel about him, how your feelings. He ain't caring about your feelings and how when you get to running your mouth. See, you being all proud because you ain't looking at your actions. See, you looking at how you feel and you running your mouth, showing how proud you are because the action that you doing ain't weighing up to your words. And especially these peoples in America, these Americans and people that follow the wine and the philosophies of America. They ain't living up to the words that they spewing out of their mouth. And the Most High, he weighing actions. And if your actions ain't lining up, you gonna feel the wrath. Now let's get what he gonna do to these people that's ignoring his word and ignoring his laws, trying to change his law. You see, let's see what he gonna do to these people. And this is all nations, because remember, America got all the other nations drunk with its philosophies and its influence, and with its fornication, its whoredom, and it's reigning over all the kings of the earth. So when you listen to this verse, you understand what he's talking about. Isaiah 34:1, he say, come near, you nations, to hear and listen. You people, let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all the things that come forth of it. Verse 2. For the indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is upon all nations. That's the righteous judgment, or the righteous hatred. And it goes on to say in verse 2, and his fury upon all their armies. See, he's a man of war. He has utterly destroyed them. He has delivered them to the slaughter. You see? Now I'm going to jump to verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. See, heaven is the sky and the kingdom. And the kingdom is the empire of America, ran by the Caucasian, who goes back to the nation of Edom. Because this is why he's naming them. He said all nations. Why is he talking about Edom after saying all nations? Okay, the verse Isaiah 34:5 goes on and say, it shall come down upon Edom and upon the people of my curse to judgment. He's coming down on these Caucasian peoples that call themselves the white peoples, but when really they red peoples coming from the nation of Edom, or the children of Esau. And he is going to have war with them, because they're reigning over all nations. And the other nations are following them. That's why he just said, I'm going to plant my fury on all their armies, because they all going to unite, and they going to go to war with Yahweh Shai. When you go to Revelation 19 and 19, it spells it out beautifully. Getting straight to the point, it said, I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that is sat on the horse and against his army. So the Most High, his army is showing up. That's what you see these UFOs flying around. We identify them. When you go to 1 Kings, it tells you that these are chariots of the Most High. It came down and swooped up Elijah and took him to heaven, took him in the sky. You see? So them the armies of the heaven. And the Most High is called the Lord of Armies, the Lord of Hosts. When you read King James, say the Lord of Hosts, talking about the Lord of Armies. His army is going to fight with the Edomites, the so-called white man, and these other nations that's following them. And he's going to lay his fury on these peoples, because he is a man of war, and he is the director of this movie. And he's going to have this movie play out where these people thinking they so powerful, like Pharaoh, so he can destroy them. That's what Romans 9 and 17 is talking about. He's raising them up like he rose up Pharaoh and hardening their heart, meaning controlling their minds, where they foolish enough to try to fight a spirit with their physical weapon. And they're going to lose horribly, because the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is a man of war. I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem and Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.